Looks like Jacob Zuma has taken over the KwaZulu-Natal, and his prowess is being shown. One thing that we must not underestimate about Jacob Zuma is the fact that he can pull crowds and is a charmer. The former leader of DA, Helen Zille, once spoke about Jacob Zuma and said, he's actually a good man. And probably people were fed with a lot of lies about him on media, and that's why they hated him so much with passion, because they had been given a perspective or a perception by the media. They decided to crucify Zuma for a small little thing that he would have done, not forgetting the greater good that he would have done. As a Zimbabwean, I'm proud of the time when Jacob Zuma was there as the president, first of all, because there was a visa restriction that was there between Zimbabwe and South Africa. He came and removed it. He also passed the law that allowed us to have ZSP permits, which means that the Zimbabweans were more freer in South Africa than they are now. There was no dudula then. Of course, there was xenophobia, but xenophobia was much manageable under Zuma than it is today. But also, on the other hand, you must also look at what Jacob Zuma did in terms of during his time, there was bad things that happened, especially the issue of the free fees must fall. A lot of students were arrested for protesting against fees must fall. However, he then resolved that there must be free education in South Africa. So there is a lot of good things that Jacob Zuma, and to show you that Jacob Zuma is still loved in the hearts of South Africans is the fact that Jacob Zuma, when he was arrested, when he was put in prison, South Africa became ungovernable. So ANC knows this, and they can see that what is happening across KZN, where people are having the charm of Jacob Zuma, it is going to hurt them come May. But what do you make of ANC's moves, and what is going to happen to ANC come the end of the elections? Because remember, they've got agreements with global institutions. And one of the things that Cyril Ramaphosa was asked on one of his interviews with Shevin Bryce piece in the New York at the UN General Assembly was, what are you going to do with the agreements and the trade agreements that you had once you become the president? And he said, no, we're going to keep them. We're going to make sure that we keep them. But with what is happening with the MK, I think they might as well kiss those agreements goodbye. Just like what Cyril Ramaphosa did when Jacob Zuma left, he had a pending agreement with Vladimir Putin of the nuclear deal. He came and he cancelled it, being backed by the white monopoly capital. Now he's going to face backlash, or he's going to face the music of having to have deals cancelled that will falter, because either there's going to be a coalition government or there's going to be no winner in this election. And in the end, those deals that he had with these global institutions are going to find a lot of scrutiny, and they might not fall through, just like what happened to the nuclear deal. But what do you make of Jacob Zuma's prowess now and what is going on? Do you think that Cyril Ramaphosa stands a chance with the rise of MK? See you on the next video.
Umtshele wami